Hey there, folks, and welcome back to another adventure in the game Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. We're going through the main story as a means to unlock all of the side stories related to the characters, and we are currently on the Natsuki route. So in the last episode, as we shared poems with each other in the club room, Natsuki is getting a little bit better at sharing her true feelings about our poems and whatnot, instead of just backing things through a bunch of aggression and false statements and whatnot, although there's still a little bit of progress to go with that. Nevertheless, upon her sharing her poem, she was quite reluctant at first, but she eventually came around to letting us read it too. As far as I could tell, that almost looked like a confession poem, if you will. Very indirect, which is kind of out of her style, if you will. But anyways, when we went over to Yuri to share our poem, Yuri was not interested. So the best option was to let her be. She's just not at that level yet. That'll most likely take time. But moving on, we shared our poem with Sayori, but Sayori herself was quite off in her particular demeanor. She kept really just wanting to say encouraging things to Sosuke as a means to say, don't worry about her, almost like she was just trying to isolate herself from everyone else. Those are usually red flags. And Sayori said she wasn't feeling well, so decided to go home. Then sharing a poem with Monica. Monica's poems continue to share quite bits of insights of seeking truth and whatnot. And by the way, she is very well aware that our character in this particular route is into Natsuki. She knows. But after sharing of poems was over and they were getting ready to wrap up things in the club, Natsuki noticed some things off related to the atmosphere. So that's where we last left off, so let's find out what conclusion they come up with as to why the atmosphere is so off. Here we go. Why is the mood so weird today? Good question. Let's find out. Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen, shared Yuri. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori is not here. It seems you're right. Says Monica. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she'd want... Okay. Natsuki, show some decency, will ya? Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Replied Yuri. I hope she's okay. Seriously, interjected Natsuki. All the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you being all lovey-dovey. Really? No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, folks. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What does she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing, interjected Natsuki. That's right, replied Monica. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. Anyways. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, Yuri, you can... Folks, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. I'm useless! Anyways, that was dramatic. No. Pump your brakes, please. Pump your brakes. That is not it at all. Not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Oh, Natsuki didn't like that. Now Natsuki's pouting too. It's falling apart! Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. This is true. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere, you say? What is this atmosphere that you speak of? About that, replied Yuri. I love atmosphere! It's the most beautiful thing ever! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. It looks like her eyes are closed and she's contemplating. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Sosuke. The one who's truly useless. No need to say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Yes, Sosuke. Yes. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Oh, just wait and see, buddy. Just wait and see. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. That really makes me not even want to consider her route. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Replied Yuri. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Sosuke may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Truth. Straight truth. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that, interjected Natsuki. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? I don't know, have you ever tried it before, Missy? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Sosuke. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? They're both meticulous. Now quit being a dodo-head about it and just do rock, paper, scissors to see who's gonna help. Anyways. Just what do you think? Okay, folks, let's settle down here. See? In the end, I think it's up to Sosuke to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? You do realize you're making yourself look like an idiot right now. Do you realize that? You are making yourself look like an idiot. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. Big sweat drop on her face, by the way. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Sosuke, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with, and since we're on the Natsuki route, we'll go the Natsuki route. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. I've baked multiple desserts before, and what it really comes down to is just time consuming. Because once you get the batter all prepared, then it's just putting it in the oven and just making sure you don't overcook it. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Really? Is that by his own choice or by aggression? Just a minute ago, you were saying that that's because... Never mind, okay. Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Yep, but at the same time, you are choosing that. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. Like I said, she didn't want to socialize with you. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? Nope, I think that's it, says Monica. Are you all excited? Yep. About the cupcakes part, she's excited about. She's not excited about reading her poem. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome, see? I don't think that really counts. What about you, Sosuke? Asked Monica. Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking, says Natsuki. I mean... Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not, says Natsuki. I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Ugh. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. Hey, Yuri, she's trying. She's trying, Yuri. Come on. Try to put a little bit out there, too. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Alright, to the next coming generation, this is your chance to make sure that interactions are not this awkward. This is your chance. Learn from it. Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, and saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Maybe Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb, answers Yuri. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. That's the spirit. Indeed. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head on out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, yeah, that is true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her phone number. Okie dokie. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. All right, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. They already know you are. You're not gaining anything by putting on that act. They already know. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, okay? All right, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ugh. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Yeah, it's way too early. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. And we'll see how things turned out that Sunday on the next episode. Oh my gosh, what a time, what a time. Yeah, interactions like that, it just doesn't sit well with me. I never really understood the tsundere type of mindset. If you don't have the courage to just be direct with someone, why bother? Why bother making it awkward? Why bother causing a misunderstanding? Why pushing all of this stuff just because you don't have the courage yet to tell them how you feel? Why put yourself through that agony? Because that's a gamble, and somebody who actually could be possibly triggered by that aggression, that could leave a huge black mark on your reputation. I mean, some people like the soon stuffs, and I ain't knocking the people that do. I just don't tolerate it. But anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed this video this time around. If you did, maybe consider leaving a like. And if you'd like to see more, and if you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing. And until next time, happy mixing, everyone.